Hi guys, in this lab you're going to take a copper penny and you're going to turn your copper penny into silver and then into gold. Here's what you're going to need to do that. Over here you'll see the setup. We have a ring stand, and on the ring stand is the wire mesh. On the wire mesh you'll put a small beaker. The exact size doesn't matter. I've got a 250 milliliter beaker. And then you'll put a glass stirring rod into the beaker. You'll also need a graduated cylinder that can measure up to 250 milliliters. You'll need some matches. You'll need a watch glass and a tongs. And the last thing you'll need is a piece of steel wool. Here's how we're going to do the lab. The very first thing you want to do is measure out 2 grams of zinc. The zinc comes in a container like this. I'll just put the cap on there, zero it, and measure out 2 grams. Still got quite a bit. Turns out 2 grams isn't much at all. 2 grams is about the weight of half a chapstick. Okay, so that's pretty close to 2 grams. Once you've got your 2 grams, you can put this into the beaker, like so. The next thing that you're going to need is some zinc chloride. This is a solution of zinc chloride. Zinc chloride isn't very good for you. It's dangerous if it gets on your skin. It can affect you. And so what we want to do is carefully measure out 25 milliliters of zinc chloride, and then we'll put that into our beaker. If you do get zinc chloride on your hands, wash them immediately. There we go. Cap the bottle tightly up so that somebody doesn't come along and bump it and spill it. And we can pour the 25 milliliters of zinc chloride into there. Now this needs to be washed out with water, and then we'll rinse it with soap and scrub it out later on. Next thing we need to do is light up our Bunsen burner. We're going to put the watch glass right on top, right? We don't want any spattering is the idea. We don't want anything coming out of the Bunsen burner, because, as I mentioned before, zinc chloride is dangerous. Now, we want to heat this a little bit gently. We want it to just boil. And so I'm going to back the heat off just a bit. Once it's boiling, we'll put our penny inside of it. Here's our penny. And we're going to take some steel wool and we're going to buff up the penny to get it nice and shiny. It's not the shininess that matters. Pennies get a lot of gunk on them. And so we want this penny to be shiny so that the copper is exposed, right? This is a reaction that's going to work better if we have the copper exposed. It's much more efficient if we have the copper exposed. So we're waiting for this zinc chloride solution to start boiling. Give it a little more mustard. All right, now it's boiling. We're going to back off the heat quite a bit. We don't want it to go over. We can use the tongs to take off the top, and then we can put the penny in with our tongs. Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. we'll let that penny soak in there for about 3 minutes. I'm going to give it just a little more heat. Not much. Nice gentle flame.